Hello, everybody. Andy here from Glass Half Dead, the #1 Kill Team channel on YouTube. Unless, of course, you're aware of literally any other channel on YouTube, not just Kill Team channels, but like literally any channel. It's not a high bar. Anyway, today I want to talk about the fact that the Warhammer World Championships are coming to Barcelona, 3rd to 6th of December. A few things I want to talk about regarding that, what it means for us, what it means for our season this year. It's going to be a very long season, longer than last year. And Barcelona in general, how you might get a golden ticket if you want to go there, blah, blah, blah. What is the World Championships, etc. Of course, before we get into that, I would like to give a subscriber-only benefit, and that subscriber-only benefit is a big double hello. Wow, so wholesome. Truly the wholesomeness knows no bounds of the world of Glass Half Dead. If you are also wholesome and you're in the UK, check out Element, Wayland, and Red October Games. I use all of those. Those are the reasons why I use them next to them. If you're in Canada, check out Northern Citadel. If you're in America, check out Wargame Portal. Just click my affiliate link below. Costs you nothing extra. I get a kickback. If you don't like me, click on your favorite YouTubers' affiliate links because they have them too. And amusingly, sorry, I don't have a European one, despite the fact that I'm going to be talking about Europe for a moment. I should probably fix that. If you are a Kill Teamer, check out GG Easy or Crossfire. If you use my affiliate link, you actually get 10% off. So definitely do that. So first things first, what is the Warhammer World Championships? So it is a series of 3 different rule systems, 4 different rule systems, 40k, Age of Sigmar, Kill Team, and Underworlds, which is supposed, and it is something called an invitational. An invitational, in case you do not know, means that you have to be invited to go to it. It's not just a cool word for like a particular format or system. It's like, no, you have to have won something already to get an invite, and then you go. In general, it is a very prestigious event within Kill Team and 40k in general, because you have to essentially beat all of the best players in the world to win. Last year, it was hosted in Atlanta in the US. Atlanta, in case you don't know, to very quickly cover it, I think I'm doing a pretty good job as a tour guide in letting you know that it is an American city with rampant homeless and drug problems right next to the event venue. So, right. Barcelona, on the other hand, probably also has issues, but not those issues. That's pretty good, I think. All in all, pretty nice. I've been to Barcelona before. It was quite nice. There you go. That's end of that sentence, unfortunately. It was nice. I didn't go in December. If you're going to Spain, Spain is generally considered in the EU to be one of the warmer countries, and it is. In December, you're still going to want to wrap up, let's just say that. So it's not the best timing. I don't know why they went with December, if I'm honest, but fine, whatever. Let's have a quick think about these things. So here we go. Barcelona, Spain. Amusingly, this is the article on Warcom. You can go and read yourself. And if we scroll down, interestingly, this is the Kill Team. These are the Kill Teamers that went to Worlds last year. Or this year? No, yeah, last year, a few months ago. And we see the world champion there, Ace, of course, next to a lot of his teammates. So that's really cool. And presumably we'll be seeing all of them again in Barcelona, because now that's their local scene, which is super cool. It's quite nice that, you know, the world champion of Kill Team is where the Worlds is now going to be played. That's really nice, really cool. Obviously, I'm sure that's purely coincidence, but it's still nice for them. Now, you might be thinking, oh, an invitational, cool. How do I get an invite? Good question. You have to win something called a golden ticket. If you do not know what a golden ticket is, allow me to inform you. So a golden ticket is a series of events which are supported by GW purely in the fact that they will give you an invite to World Championships with the form of a golden ticket. In the UK, we have many of these events. Generally, they're hosted by something called the UKTC, but that's just an organization name. It's not only they can give it out. Anyone can apply to be a TO with a large enough event or backing behind them to give out a golden ticket. It does seem that they give out golden tickets quite willy-nilly, I will say, and I will also point out that the fact that you've won a golden ticket doesn't necessarily mean that you've won a colossal event, right? So there are certain events out there that only have like 10 players and they still got a golden ticket. didn't even make it to a fourth round. In fact, most of the UKTC events are 3-round events. Maybe even all of them, actually. So it's a bit weird there. You still have to be good at the game, obviously, but we all know that Swiss doesn't really kick in until the fourth round, so is what it is. We then have anything else to say about this? No, that's kind of it. Yeah. Oh, how do you get a golden ticket? Right. So these are not like you. You will just have to find a local event to you to find to that will be a golden ticket, and then there's many in every country. Obviously, there's the most in the US because, in essence, it's 51 countries. So that does make it wait, 51st. No, that's a movie. I'm thinking of the movie 51st State. There's 50 states. However, there is one in the EU coming up soon over in the Netherlands, in Maastricht. I've done a video about this before, if you want to think about it and hear a little bit more info on it. There are still tickets available to the Kill Team event for Maastricht. Sorry, I am saying all of this to try and help you. I get no kickback off promoting this event. I don't give a shit if this event doesn't sell a single ticket. I just want to point that out. I don't care. If like, just the way I'm shilling it sounds like I'm really trying to sell tickets and I get a kickback. I don't. Okay. Sorry. Sometimes my anti capitalism just kicks out. I don't care about this. I'm just letting you know that this is a GW sponsored, funded, organized. That's the word, organized event. If you want to find yourself a golden ticket, you do not have to go to this. There are many, many more, which will probably cost you a hell of a lot less to get to, and they'll be closer to you, that will be a golden ticket. There you go. However, this is obviously publicized quite heavily because it's by GW itself. So you can go to Maastricht, Netherlands. I have not yet bought my ticket, but probably time that I do if I decide to go. I am now much more inclined to try and get a golden ticket this year because I will go to Barcelona. I want to go to Spain. I did not want to go to Atlanta for many reasons. As we've mentioned before, the icy conditions and the aforementioned issues with the venue area location. However, Barcelona, sweet. Now, I don't know where in Barcelona it's being held, but it's a small enough city, you can go anywhere. It's fine. So, with that said, let's have a quick contemplation about how you might go about getting a golden ticket. So, again, most events in the UK, I can only really speak about the UK at this point, will be a 3-round event. When you're looking at a 3-round event, or, a 4-round event, but a 3-round event, the key there is that almost always you're going to want to win 3 games. Cool. And you want to have the absolute highest possible victory point score. So if you manage to score 21, 21, 21, you are almost certainly going to come first. And that will get you a golden ticket. This might sound very obvious. I do understand. Of course, you want to score the most possible. But not everybody is perhaps fully aware that that is how it works. You might be thinking, oh, I can win 3, but it doesn't really matter what I score. It's like, no, you do need to secure your coming first. You need to get the highest possible VP score. It doesn't really matter how you do it, as long as you get those 21 points. Of course, 21 points isn't super easy to score, but that is what you are aiming for. Now, if you're thinking of a slightly more meta conversation of how are you going to secure that golden ticket, right now, it seems pretty clear to me you want to be running Murderwing, Canoptech, or Wolf Scouts, and Canoptech and Wolf Scouts have just taken a nerf. So Murderwing is probably the team you want to play. I'm not saying that Murderwing are super, super OP broken. I don't think they actually are. I think they're going to have some really, really good, easy, strong matchups, which, when you're thinking about going to win a golden ticket, good matchups are exactly what you want. You want matches where you know you're going to win relatively easily, not because you're trying to get that 21, 21, 21 score, that win, but because it means you can have a mental rest until your next game. So the fact that Murderwing are so easy to play in what they do means that they're a great pick. Likewise, I could have suggested you play Canoptic, but they've just had a nerf and they're not as easy to play. They are still relatively easy to play. If you're going to a golden ticket event, you know how to play Canoptech, so they are easy to play, but they're not the easiest. Murderwing are Very easy because they're a marine team and they just ignore movement, which is obviously just great for you. It means that they can quite heavily abuse, sorry, they can quite heavily use um, move blocking when it comes to certain ruins on Volcus so that you are literally unchargeable, literally untouchable. And then you have basically an infinite charge range when you're in those positions. And they're still very, very flexible and mobile and movable when you're in Tomb World as well. We would expect to only see Tomb World and Volcus at both Maastricht and at what's the other place? Barcelona. Although, actually, sorry, Barcelona is going to have another thing, isn't it? It's going to have another kill zone. So maybe we will see all three. We'll see Volcus, Tomb World, and whatever the next kill zone is. Jungle, Tau, Eldar. One of those. So that will be interesting for the time. Which, of course, leads us on to the fact that what was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. There you go. Cool. I was going to say something very important. Oh yes, the date. So 3rd till the 6th of December. That means that if you're wondering about the rotation, because of course, if you're still listening to this, you're probably a new player, and you're getting information that you haven't seen before. So the rotation for Kill Team happens in the form of every season, we swap out the last season's models and teams. Last time, but it seems like we don't know, but it seems that a season runs up until we hit the next World Championships. That makes the most sense, which last time was in, I think, was it September? October? November? I really can't remember. It was one of those months, and then we got the rotation. Now, you might think, oh, that's a bit odd. That's quite late in the season, isn't it? Or the year. Yes, however, the reason for this makes a lot of sense. It's because for the golden ticket, you can play one of, 40 teams, whatever it is, 32 teams. And it would be very, very strange if you won your ticket with, let's say, Kroot, and then when you go to play the World Championships, you're literally not allowed to play the Kroot, right? That would be odd. So it makes total sense that they are going to retain the rotation until after World Championships, because otherwise it just doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. And that is that. I think that's all the info we need. I could happily continue musing upon how can one win a golden ticket without just playing the most easy team. I don't want to call it a broken team, but it's very, very light on mental preparation and requirement during the game, which is incredibly useful, right? When you are playing, 3 days of Kill Team, that in itself is intensely strong for you. So yeah, I think that by the time Maastricht comes around, we won't have had another nerf. So Murderwing are the team to play if you're going to Maastricht. I think 100% that's who you should be playing if you're looking to win. And I think if you are looking at how you can prepare for the Barcelona tournament, well, we're going to get another 6 teams. Is it 6 teams? Yeah, we will have another 6 teams by that point. No, we'll have 4 more teams. We'll have 4 more teams by the time Barcelona comes out and a new kill zone. So it's impossible to say what the meta will be at that point. Yeah, good luck. Good luck to anybody going. I suppose I now have to sit down and figure out if I can actually afford to go to Maastricht, because I just checked the flights and they are not. Honestly, I thought that the Netherlands was small. Maastricht is much further away than I expected from Amsterdam. Let's just say that. You can't just fly to Amsterdam. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you made it to the end of the video, I'd like to give you a big triple hello. Bad man tings. Thanks. Check out my affiliate links here and here. That'd be Gangster Review. Cheers. Bye.